Hello, welcome to Golden Energy 1111. I'm coming with a collective message now that we are in Taurus season. I haven't had a chance to do a reading. These same cards just came out. I had pulled these cards, and you know how it goes. Then come right back out, same cards. Just want to see what the energy is. 420. I'm seeing a lot of sixes today. Faith. Yeah, I'm gonna let these four cards be the overall energy. So the overall energy that we have is lust, protection, lust and protection, and then karma and faith. Hope everybody is having a beautiful day. We're in the second house, Taurus, which is about your finances and your values, what you care about, what you value. Not just what you care about, because you can care about something that's not valuable to you. But what you value. And collective, we have to balance that out with the 8th house. The 8th house, which is Scorpio, which is it's sex, is loving yourself. At the 7 of Swords. Taurus is ruled by Venus, so that's what you love. And I stopped celebrating holidays. I think it's like the 3rd, 4th, or 5th year. Been a while. And it just felt kind of out of place today, but I can see why. If it's a holiday, they definitely made that energy so that you would be doing something that's not to benefit you. This is Taurus. You just came out of Aries. We in spring, so your seeds should be planted, and you should be cultivating your seeds that you planted already, so that you can have a harvest. So that your crops can grow, whatever you planted, whatever you're working on. And, you should be focusing on how you want to make your finances. Three of Pentacles. Right. Collaborating. So I got the 7 of Swords. That's with the lust. Protection. 3 of Pentacles. So that's your spiritual team right there. Is protecting what you're working on, collective. The seeds that you have planted thus far. Karma, looking ahead, 3 of Wands. Creating new karma. Karma Dharma. Bring yourself a faith. And I know people was ripping and running, getting the outfits. The churches was packed. And I'm just looking like, so somebody don't want you to have faith in yourself right now, collective. We got the 7 of Swords with the faith. But you chilling. Your energy, your emotions is aligned. You're aligned. You focus. You're not too emotional. You balance. You got equilibrium. You know what you're doing. And you focusing on your finances right now. Somebody wants you to be emotional because they see where you're going. They see where you're heading. It's coming in real fast with this 8 of Wands. This collaboration, your spiritual team, these pentacles. It's coming in really fast. Your protection is there. But you got somebody here, they don't want you to have faith. They want you to look at the 3D of what's going on, because you might think like, you know, you putting in all this work. Oh, I just heard supposed to say sacrifice. We have to sacrifice. It's Gaia, it's Tiamat, and you get what you deserve, and people think that they supposed to get shit instantly. Look, your pentacle right there, like I said, your seed that you planted, you're cultivating your seed, looking ahead to your future. You know, you done paid off your karma, you took in karmic accountability, and that's what a lot of people don't want to take karmic accountability, and they want to appear like, just see all these different families together. These people don't talk to each other. Everybody talking about each other. The divine source, because of your faith, you got new emotions and feelings, but your faith is being somebody projecting negativity towards your spiritual faith and yourself and your spiritual team and what you're working towards. But because you are faithful, you trust in the divine source, your spiritual team, you have new emotions and feelings towards what you're working towards, how you love yourself. Like I said, we had to balance out Taurus with Scorpio right now. And Scorpio is deep emotions, passions. You know, Taurus is strong will, its value, its strength, its structure. But someone, they don't want you to be peaceful. They don't want you to be focused. They don't want you to be heading towards your future. And they want to offer you a cup, a lustful cup. They want you to be lustful. They don't want you to be seeing things from a new perspective. You basically, right, this card says surrender. You basically is letting things manifest on their own. You're attracting things to you based off of your feelings and emotions and what you value about yourself and about your purpose and about where you're heading, versus you going out there stressing, trying to rush, and you know that you have planted your seed, so you know that it takes time. People don't want it to take time, but you cannot escape Saturn. We got the Hangman. You cannot escape Saturn. You have to let time do what it's going to do. It's the same way how all these trees have blossomed now. They weren't just like that at the beginning of this year. They were bare. But it took time as the seasons is changing. Now we in Taurus, the second house, aligned with the elementals, aligned with your spiritual team, aligned within yourself, your higher self. You stand ambitious, you stand defending your faith and your beliefs, and stand focused and not looking at it in the 3D. You looking at it with your spiritual eyes, and you are aware of why it is, I was going to say delays, but it's not even a delay. These things have to grow. What you're working on has to grow. Nobody wants to do the grassroots, the Hierophant, exactly. Taurus. So you prepared for the unexpected, and you, like I said, your values. The Hierophant is values, is structure, is wisdom, trust, value. You're working towards your value, what you value. You're cultivating what you value. You're not just settling for anything. You're not just putting up with anybody mess. You're not being emotional right now. You are focused and allowing your manifestations to come in through by you attracting and not chasing. But there's somebody, a karmic masculine, that want to be in a relationship with you. Those cards came out together. It's a karmic masculine that don't want you focusing on your purpose. Sending the evil eye. Because you focus on your purpose, they don't want you to have your faith because they know that you're protected by your spiritual team. They know that you're a manifester. They know your faith is true. They know that you are loved by the divine source. But if they can distract you through sex, lust, but the evil eye is blocked. It's blocked, baby. It's blocked. Blocked. By your spiritual team. So love offer on the way. Because you loving on yourself, you're going to attract the love that you're putting in yourself. You're going to attract somebody that's going to love you. Ice King. You got somebody upset because they know that a love offer is going to come in for you, collective. Or they know that, people are going to be or are interested in you because you're a divine feminine. Or masculine, take it how it resonate. So just continue, don't get discouraged. If you feel like, a lot about patience. Just finished watching a partial video of Chevy Zane. I've been getting a lot of confirmations with the sixes today. Third party stitch. So you got, oh my God, I just said we're getting a lot of confirmation with the sixes today. It go to 66 on the third party stitch. You cannot make this up. Where you is in tune with yourself and align with your higher self, your spiritual team, divine source, your angels. So yeah, like I was saying, there's definitely an energy, a person, say a karmic masculine. That karmic masculine, I think it's an ex because of the lust, but it could be more than one person that's on the sideline because you didn't, set boundaries and stuff like that. And people know that you really mean what you saying. You single, you sexy, you looking good, you taking care of yourself, collective, you focus, you aligned with the planets, your chakras, your universe, and you know what season we in. And while I was watching people celebrate Easter, they not doing what they going against what the season is we in. That's not to say to celebrate and stuff like that, and I'm not saying nothing negative towards anybody. If you celebrated Easter, sometimes that's the only time people can get together with their loved ones because people got responsibility, you got careers, jobs and stuff, the kids out of school, stuff like that. So I get that, but I also am aware that the beings that created these holidays know the energy that is going to be prevalent at this time that we went into Taurus season. So they purposely created these holidays for this time. So you could be, it's towards his finances. So what better time to make this holiday for you to go spend your money in the stores and buy all this stuff for one day, a couple of hours or something like that. You're getting your hair done, nails done. Some people might be spending money they really don't got, and you're going around people who really probably most likely don't have your best interest. You ain't really seen them or talked to them in a long time, and I'm pretty sure that when people was getting together that people were sending death magic onto each other because now you want to look good, you coming out, you got your car, whatever you doing, you dressed up nice, and so it would be a lot of competition I know because I used to be going to my grandmother's house for Easter every year. The family would get together, and it just would be like a way for everybody to brag about what they got, what they doing, who they with, and all that. Not in a genuine way where people was genuinely being happy for each other, but I would not be feeling, you'll be full, but I would not be feeling like, encouraged or feeling good. I would feel drained after that. And I decided, the hustle and bustle, trying to get the kids situated and get extra money for that and all. No, I've been putting my resources into my passion, giving myself self-love with the 69. Your self-love is blocking out this death magic. I'm going to just pour a couple more because I ain't going to make it too long. But just be aware, collective and karmics, anybody who come across this video, if it's a holiday, you need to cultivate a way of how you going to transmute that energy, use that energy for yourself, because the people, beings who created that holiday, definitely created for you to be celebrating in a way that is going to not be for your highest good. It's going to benefit them and their family. I bet you they were somewhere going through the doing audits or whatever, looking at the finances coming in right now with the money that everybody done spent for this holiday. They are lining up their finances, doing what the energy supposed to do, being that it's in Taurus. You got a boost. Let me clarify a boost. Achievement, because you got the self-love and you have healed this abuse collective. Your spiritual team is very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of myself. Because it could be really tempting to still participate. You love your loved ones and stuff like that. But you wise enough to know the energy. You know you on your spiritual path. You know you evolving. And yeah. Stay persistent on what you're working on, because the fruits of your labor will manifest into the 3D. It's already here, really. It's just that it's got to come down through that. Oh yeah, I heard portal, but that's another thing. Yesterday, definitely, I went through a portal collective. So I want to believe that the collective went through a portal. It was crazy. It was like I was driving down the street and I just felt a whole shift of all my energy had shifted, and like with my eyes, like everything just became clearer. It's like really calm, and I knew instantly, like I just went through a fucking portal. A shift. There's a shift where things that weren't genuine, tangible, not putting in no effort, or how can I say, things that's not of value of substance are being torn down and deteriorated. People that don't love themselves, you cannot expect them to love you. So you're going to have to give these people some space to love on themselves, to do their shadow work and heal. Collective, you already done your work. Your shadow work, you put in so much shadow work, so many dark nights of the soul, so many sacrifices, financial sacrifices. And you don't want to get thrown off based off of the material that somebody might come around all flashy, or somebody might try to make you feel bad because you don't have certain items that they think you should have and all that. You are on your own path. It's according to your timing with you and your spiritual team, but also be aware that we're in the second house and it's equilibrium, balance, snake eating his own tail. You can't expect to be receiving all this stuff from Tiamat Gaia and not putting in, because death and life is the same. We live and die every day, all day. We live and die every day, all day. That's why it's called coming forth by day. Each day, when Venus the morning star come over and the great father comes together and shine its light on down to his children, the great mother and the great father shine their light down. Oh yeah, the pink moon. A lot of manifestations went through, but that the great mother collected a lot of spirits, a lot of souls, and then there was a lot of transformations with that pink moon. So just be mindful, collective, of what you're working on. Be mindful of the energy around you. Make sure you're doing your salt baths. It's very important to be aligned and protect your energy at this time and every time. Whatever ritual or spell that you do for yourself, make sure you're doing your candle work, bright burner release, your crystals, because as you can see, the more women get, more people they not aware of their chakras, they kundalini, they getting more aggressive, more impatient. When this is the time to have the most patience, because we are aligned with what is going on with this realm, this 360 that we is in this season. Where if I was to plant a seed, well, I planted my seeds in the spring, coming into the spring earth, and now it's still, how can I say, it's still being like fertilized. You know what I'm saying? You still nurturing it, whatever it is that you're working on. Also, then going into what it would be, Gemini. So by the time Cancer come, you all of that is just blossomed. But right now, just take your time, continue to love on yourself, and whatever alchemy that you are using, if you got loved ones that you care for, and your ancestors, your predecessors, and you doing your candle magic or whatever, your altar work, keep that up, collective. Don't get discouraged of what it's looking like in a 3D if you is not seeing your manifestations just yet, because that's another thing. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. I know when I'm right at the door for that manifestation to come down right here in my hand, tangible, from the 5D, from the divine source. I know when it's at the door, when weird stuff just happened, like so much stuff keep coming up trying to throw me off, because you have to have the negative and the positive to create a positive, just like a battery. So when more negative coming up, and I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, and more negativity just coming out of nowhere, bank card ain't working right, little dumb stuff been just going on for no reason. That's confirmation to me. Yeah, I'm there, because it's like now the karmics, the karmic energy, the archons, all of that, which I believe that my archons is working together with my spiritual team in some type of way, where these events, these situations is happening so that my faith can be cultivated. This is for your faith to be cultivated, that you were stripped down and now your faith is coming back up. It's building back up. Earlier today, the Spirit was telling me, when people be saying favor ain't fair. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. It ain't that favor ain't fair. Favor ain't free. That's what that is. Because a long time ago, I was getting so much favor. That's when I was a believer. And I was getting favor. I would get favor for everything that's coming, coming, coming. And then I lost my favor by giving my favor away to people who didn't deserve it. And then not me protecting my favor and having gratitude for the grace that I was receiving. And not even really being aware of where it was even really coming from. So my favor is coming back, and I'm aware because I can see it. I know it. I feel it. I'm aware that my favor is coming back to me but my favor is not coming from this falsehood faith that I was believing in, that I'm grateful that it was torn down. So now I'm really consciously aware of what's really, really going on. My favor is being built up little by little with my spiritual team, divine source connection, and my higher self. It ain't that favor ain't fair. No, favor ain't free, because I would lose my favor again. It's like angels when we lose our wings. If I'm not doing the right things, if I'm not being my genuine true self, if I'm not being honest, if I'm not loving myself and loving others, if I'm not doing the right things, if I'm out here projecting negativity, that's what I'm going to get. If I'm not having compassion, sometimes I'm going to have compassion, but I'm to the point where I'm not giving out no compassion. Those C words is drain. They drain your energy. A lot of those C words, compassion, caring, they drain your energy. But I will give grace as needed, meaning I'm choicey with where I'm giving grace at this point, because I'm not going to be throwing my pearls to swine ever again. And I had to let one of my family members know I'm not the same person. So don't stop trying to manipulate on my emotions, because I'm not emotional in that type of way where I used to could be emotional and then give care to someone, compassion, but then that'll be them walking all over top of me. I'm not that person no more. I'm very careful with my energy, where I'm at, who I'm talking to, and what I'm giving out, and what I'm going to receive back, because I will shut it down, block it off instantly. I had to give my dog away to the shelter because and it hurted me. I had that dog for about 5 years, but I knew that it was time. I didn't have the time and the patience no more. My children getting older, and I'm like, it would be selfish for me to keep this dog here. She's starting to look sad. We're not really able to give her that much attention and stuff like that. So let them find her a family, maybe some children, somebody older that has the time to be with her. That was hard for me to do, but I'm making head over heart decisions where I'm aligning myself with what I want from my heart chakra, from my intuition, from my spirit and my soul, and not just based off of only how I care or this bed to carry and all that. No, you got to have the equilibrium, logical with your emotions, but you got to be aware of your emotions and have your emotions healed, because you'll be doing things out of your emotions that's in your subconscious that you're not even aware of. You don't even know why you're making the decisions that you're making, because you done been hurt so many times, and now you don't do a certain thing, or you don't like a certain color. A long time ago, I didn't like the color red because somebody hurt me and they was real crazy about the color red. So I would stay away from the color red. Like, that's so dumb, but that's how I was programmed. And all of this is a program, and you have the choice, collective, and the right to choose what program you want to run. You can get rid of those old programs if they're not working for your highest good, and run your own program, because you are the creator of your reality. But it's not going to happen overnight. You have to really do the work, and people don't want to do the work. And I'm not going to be doing all the spiritual work, healing, the dark nights of the soul, crying, sacrificing, okay, and give all my stuff away. I learned because I lost my favor, I lost my wings, and now I'm getting them back. And I'm only going to share my favor, that y'all can stop saying favor ain't fair. No, favor ain't free, because I could lose my favor again if I start to give demons grace that they don't deserve. Why would I give the grace that I do deserve, because I've been doing the work and setting the boundaries and clearing the energy and transmuting and sacrificing and it's not easy to make those sacrifices and to set boundaries with your loved ones. It's not easy for me to ride. And the spirit is funny how spirit do. It's not easy for me to ride past where I know certain family members and friends are, and I have to ride past them, and I'm so tempted to go pull up and say, "Hey, what's up? I'm back out." So many times throughout my life, I would get through my process, get on my feet, doing what I'm doing, and then go back out because you want somebody to be proud of you. And then you want to share what you have. I want to share. I'm a sharer. I like to share. It brings me joy. If I have enough resources to share with somebody, that means that I'm what? Full of blessing. Which blessing, I mean that word blessing. I got to find another word. I don't know what it's going to be because blessings is lessons and it's a lesson. It's just the L's and so that's something else. But that means that I have a lot of resources that I can share, and I want to share them. The same way the great mother shared them with me, I want to share them with others. I'm a great mother. The great mother that shared it with me, so I want to share it with my children or my own mother. I can't even share things with my mom because why? She don't deserve it. And sometimes we can have people thinking they deserve stuff because we'll keep being there for them. Like I want to say, for instance, with my mom, me and my siblings, I don't know what they doing now, but far as myself, I stopped celebrating Mother's Day far as acknowledging my mom because each Mother's Day, she was always expecting, knowing that me and my 3 sisters were going to acknowledge her, celebrate her, or whatever. But throughout the years, it was getting to the point where, wait a minute, I got my own children, and I'm busting my ass to take care of them, make sure they got everything they need and some of the things they want when I can. Because it's not easy being a single parent. Y'all know that. But, and some people be saying they single parent, but they get help from the fathers, whatever. Well, I don't really, I was getting some help from my daughter father, but that help is over. Basically, I'm a single parent. Anyway, I don't want to get distracted, but with my mom, I started feeling some type of way, like, I'm not about to keep on taking her out to dinner, getting cards and candy and outfits and money and this whatever because you got the heart that you want to acknowledge your parents, you love them and all that, but after all those years, it's like, hold up, she don't deserve for me to acknowledge her on no Mother's Day. Now I don't celebrate holidays no more, but if I was still to celebrate them, my mother don't deserve for me to get her a card. I'll be in the store looking for a card to align with what our relationship was like, and ain't no card saying anything that I can really get and be honest about, because all the cards are saying like, yeah, you've been there for me, you care for me, whatever, you had my back, whatever. My mom did not do these things. I was her mom. And then every time I would bring her around, she would always put me and my children in compromised situations, bringing certain people to my house, energies and all that. Like she was draining me. Basically, I felt like she was going to take me off the face of this earth with so much negativity. She kept bringing around me and my children while I allowed for her to stay with me. And then she still have a relationship with her own sister, which I think their relationship is based off of some kind of secret they had, because I'm never going to understand how she's still connected with this woman when this woman my aunt has done so much diabolical things to all her nieces and nephews, but she don't have no children, and I don't mean no harm. Divine source did not let her reprocreate for a reason. My aunt has taken my inheritance, which I'm getting back. She has manipulated and lied and just done so much, and I don't understand. And so many times my mother has drawn a line in the sand. How I'm going to have a relationship with my mom when she has a relationship with her sister still, which, I mean, do you, boo? But I can't even trust you now because you're cool with somebody that I don't trust. I don't care that that's your sister. And I feel like my mother basically sacrificed her children to her sister. Her sister has has done fraud. She has filed different court order claims fraudulently under our name, my mom's children, me and my siblings, so that she can benefit financially. That's another thing. That's why we in this here tour season. What is your values and stuff like that? Because anything that's not a value, that's not honestly a value, honestly gained, is being tore down. Period. And for my aunt, if you ever hear this video, I've been coming for my inheritance, but now I really have the time and the mind and the resources. I'm coming to get back the money that you stole from me, my child support that you took from me through my father that you did not deserve, that I think that you might even still be getting. But for all the karmic people, siblings, aunts, uncles, anybody, we in the year of the 9. This last year was the year of the karma, where people should have took their karmic accountability. I know I did. And it's not easy to accept where you was wrong at, but you have to take accountability for the chaos that you created. You're a creator. You use your energy and you aligned yourself with certain energies and you created a whole bunch of fuck shit. And during the 8, the affinity, the year of the 8, it was for us collective or in the comics for us to take karmic accountability and do the shadow work and heal and go through the process. It's not easy to face the truth, but the truth will set you free. Now we in the 9. This is the year of the judgment. This is judgment, collective. So we in Taurus. Let your seed finish to be nurtured. Don't get distracted. Protect your energy at all costs. This is golden energy. 1, 1, 1, 1. I'm Mama Nova, and I'll be back with another video when the spirit allows for me to come back with another video. I know that the spirit is going to allow for me to get to a space where I can really, really be able to express what it is that's on my heart chakra, my emerald tablet, because I have lived lifetimes, and I have to share this information with people because people are going through different transitions, different ascensions. People need answers. People don't remember themselves, and I'm just going to share what's on my heart chakra collective as the spirit has compelled me to do so. I don't care who don't believe me. I don't care who think I'm crazy. I don't care. That's what I'm trying to let people know. People are in the caring part. They more probably on the Scorpio side, deep in some care energy. Collective is we care, but we know what to care about. That's the difference. And I'm getting my wings back, and I'm not going to give my favor away to nobody that's obsessed with seeing me in damn bondage. Because the collective is in bliss. Thank you. Take care, collective.